Home cooked 5-MeO DMT. Yo, what's up? It's someone that's no one, and welcome back to today's report. Today's report is from an unknown user where they took 5-MeO DMT, and here's the full report details. Alright, so here we got another report covering 5-MeO DMT. This is considered to be one of the most powerful tripping experiences possible. It can be found in certain plants, but has notably been sought out in the Colorado river toad from their glands. We had one report on this substance already, but I'm surprised we haven't talked about it more considering the reputation it's gained. But I'll just let this report from Shroomery speak for itself. It's a really interesting substance, and this report gives us an idea of what it may be like. So I'm sure you'll enjoy this. Without further ado, let's dive right into it. Just a short description of my experience with my buddy's first home-cooked batch of the spirit molecule. I had a decent amount of this stuff, so I was quite excited. I had a rather fancy glass pipe that I had specifically for smoking DMT. I've seen DMT before, like an almost yellowy orange residue, but this stuff came in a milky white crystal-like substance. It had a pungent odor when smoked. My buddy who cooked it, Baby Jesus, not his real name, I had tried it a few hours earlier in front of me to assess the quality before making the final sale, so I knew it was worth the money I paid. Anyways, I packed a small amount in and gently inhaled, careful not to touch the flame directly to the DMT, but just enough to vaporize it. The first hit was harsh, and I felt body effects almost instantly, as I held it in for what felt like a lifetime. During the second toke, I noticed the burning subsided. I felt as though I was being rushed forward at light speed. I had tunnel vision as everything became super sharp and brightly colored. Everything in my plane of sight, the trees, the leaves, the table on my deck where I was sitting, all popped out as though I was on a massive amount of magic mushrooms. All this happened as I inhaled my second toke. As I exhaled my second toke, I realized I was in the depths of it now. Shutting my eyes finally as I take my third and final hit, I am surprised by clouds of vibrant color that rapidly form solid-looking three-dimensional mandalic structures, resembling Mayan or Incan art. I have no idea how many seconds in I was, but I couldn't have been very far into it. As I exhaled, I opened my eyes for a brief moment, and suddenly I was assaulted by intense open-eye visuals that to this day are still so hard to explain. They only lasted a second though before I shut my eyes again. I felt like it was too bright all of a sudden, even with my eyes shut. So I covered my face with my arm, and I swear I could see what looked like an x-ray on my arm for a brief moment in psychedelic color. To be honest, that's the last thing I can say in sequence. The rest of the trip can only be described as pure ego death. A descent, or an ascent, into hyperspace. I met other beings and saw fantastic ideas. I could see the love and the emotion within me and all life. I got the sense that what I was bearing witness to was the universe exposed to me as it really is. I felt comfortable, safe, and almost nostalgic, as though I had been in this world the whole time, and my world, my life, my memories were all but a dream. I remember seeing a landscape of reds, blues, and greens flow into a waterfall that defied gravity. It fractaled off into blood vessels that formed a pair of a lung. And suddenly, I was having an inner body experience of some kind. When I started coming down, the visuals that I have such a hard time explaining deformed into blobs of colorful clouds. I opened my eyes again, breathing deeply, feeling the cool of the air on my goosebump-covered skin. I'm down, I think, as I watched the glass table morph into what looked like a calm ocean before my eyes. The residual effects lasted 5 or 10 more minutes. After that, it was as though I hadn't taken DMT at all. It was wild. The first of many DMT experiences. It was a long time ago, and my memory and writing abilities are not perfect. This is my subjective experience. Honestly, if you came here wondering what it's like, my best advice is to try it for yourself.